So, what's the one thing that separates the good players from the truly great ones in pretty much any team game? Well, it's not always about being the fastest or the strongest. Today, we're going to break down the secret sauce to playing smarter, not just harder. It's called game sense. You ever been out on a court or a field and just felt completely lost? Like the game is moving a mile a minute, everyone else seems to know what's going on, and you're just, trying to keep up? Yeah, we've all been there. And today, we're going to talk about how to leave that feeling behind for good. And here's the most important thing you need to hear right up front. You do not have to be a sports person to get this. Seriously, this has nothing to do with being some star athlete. It's all about learning to see the game in a whole new way.
So what exactly is this game sense thing? Well, put simply, it's your brain's ability to read what's happening, kind of predict what's going to happen next, and then make a smart play in a split second. It's the ultimate confidence booster because it turns all that confusion into clear, decisive action. Okay, first up, let's talk about making an impact on offense. That's when your team has the ball. But we really need to rethink what that actually means. It's so much more than just who takes the shot. Exactly. Real offense is a team effort. Every single person on the team is working together to create space and opportunities. And here's the wild part. You can be the most important player on an offensive play without ever even touching the ball. So how is that even possible? Well, our first tactic is super simple, but it is a total game changer. Find open space. Just look around for the empty parts of the field or court. By moving into a spot with fewer defenders, you instantly become this easy outlet for your teammate who has the ball. You're not just getting open, you're making their job 100 times easier. Now, let's flip that idea on its head. Sometimes the absolute smartest thing you can do is run towards the defenders. Why would you do that? Well, you become a decoy. You draw defenders towards you, and just like that, you've created a huge open lane for your teammate. It's a totally selfless but super high IQ play that leads directly to scoring chances. And finally, great offense is all about predicting the future. No, really. You start to see the patterns. Where do your teammates usually move? How does the other team react? By seeing the play develop in your head first, you can get to where the ball is going to be, sometimes before it's even passed. All right, let's switch gears and talk defense. When the other team gets the ball, what's our first instinct? Usually it's to just chase after it, right? But honestly, that's often the worst thing you can do. We need a much smarter approach. You see, great defense is about being proactive, not reactive. It's about putting out the fire before it even starts. And that all comes down to smart positioning, good timing, and just being aware of what the other team is trying to do. Here's a massive shift in thinking for defense. Stop guarding a single player and start protecting the most dangerous spaces. Your number one job should be to keep yourself between the other team and your goal. If you can control those high-threat areas, you make it incredibly tough for them to get a good shot. On defense, your brain is your best weapon. Watch the other player's eyes. They'll pretty much tell you where they want to pass the ball. If you can anticipate their plan, you can get in the way, intercept passes, and shut the whole play down. You're not reacting to the ball anymore. You're one step ahead, reacting to their thoughts. Look, nobody's perfect. You're going to get beat sometimes or pulled out of position. It just happens. The most important thing is what you do next. Don't just kind of jog back, sprint, get yourself back to a useful defensive spot as fast as you possibly can. That hustle makes all the difference in the world. So let's just quickly put it all together. When you're on offense, your mindset is all about creating chances, moving forward, and helping the person with the ball. But the second you're on defense, your brain flips. Now it's all about stopping opportunities, protecting key areas, and anticipating the other team's next move. And that brings us to what might be the most critical skill of all. The true mark of amazing game sense is how fast you can switch between those two mindsets. This is what's called the transition game, and it's where so many games are won or lost. It really just boils down to two simple rules. The second your team loses the ball, boom, you're a defender. No hesitation. Your first thought has to be, how can I get back and help? And the moment your team gets it back, boom, you're on offense. Spread out, find that open space, and get moving. That lightning-fast switch is what keeps your team a step ahead. So why does any of this matter if you're not trying to go pro? Well, it's because these skills, the ones that make up game sense, are the very same skills that help you succeed in, well, pretty much everything else in life. When you really break it down, game sense is just about learning to read a situation, make a quick decision, and help a group achieve a common goal.
I mean, that's a skill you need for a school project just as much as you need it for the final seconds of a championship game. Every time you play, you're literally practicing how to think ahead, how to work with others and make their jobs easier, and how to adapt on the fly when things don't go as planned. And maybe most importantly, you learn how to stay engaged and feel useful, even when you're not the one in the spotlight.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Next time you play a game or even just watch one, ask yourself these 2 questions. When you're on offense, ask, am I helping create space or giving my team more options? And on defense, ask, am I in a good position to help, even if the ball is nowhere near me? The more you ask, the more the game will start to slow down for you and the smarter you'll play.